You're looking lean and mean.
I'm getting super trim. This is probably the lightest I've been since I was 19 years old.
What was the biggest you were at like Deacon, Bautista, Leviathan? What was the absolute biggest?
The heaviest I've ever been was 370 pounds. When I started Deacon, I was about 325 pounds.
Man.
And throughout most of my wrestling career, I was about 290 pounds.
What are you now?
Now I'm about 240 pounds.
Wow, well done.
And I went just a year and a half ago for Knock at the Cabin. I went up to 315 pounds.
What do you
and
want to
that's when the nightmare started. Like getting that weight off has been a challenge.
Yeah. But you got to eat a lot of fun food, I'm sure.
Yeah. But now I'm really particular about my diet.
The chemistry you guys have in this film is amazing. Walk me through the days or maybe weeks, months before when you guys were maybe, getting to know each other to make it look so electric on camera.
I don't know. I think we have like just chemistry from Hotel Artemis, and we just I don't know. We're both pretty, down to earth people, just like normal, and like we just he's just very kind, and I think I don't know. I'm receptive to that, and we talked a lot over the phone leading up to the film, trying to make it happen because we both had like dates and maybe conflicted
it was really
schedule, and then we were on the phone all the time, and so just from that, you could tell that we both really wanted to do that, and I think being grateful for it shows on screen afterwards, and we both, I think, we come from very physical backgrounds, and then as actors, I think we were both given a lot of roles that are similar, and then this was an opportunity and a window towards a style that we haven't done, both of us, in the past.
Right. And we've known each other for years since Hotel Artemis, and we talked about a lot leading up to this film, and I just could never see anybody else playing the part of Maisie. But there was a challenge, mostly with Sophia's schedule because she's in such demand. So it was like I can't do it. I can't see anybody else on the role, and so it was like constantly trying to figure it out and work it. So we talked a lot.
Yeah.
And so by the time we showed up on set, it was just organic. Yeah.
Dave, there's a lot of similarities between the Killer's Game and not being able to get out of it and pro wrestling.
Right.
And when people think about wrestlers turned actors, it's John Cena, The Rock, and you.
Right.
Those other two guys still dip their toes into wrestling.
Right.
When you had your last match at WrestleMania 35,
Done.
that was it.
Did you know when there was your last match? Did you know it was going to be your last match?
I did. I just didn't tell anybody else, and then
Nobody.
because I didn't want it to be I didn't want it to be a big ordeal. I didn't want to, go out and do the tour and give a speech. I wanted to have my match, and I wanted to call it a career. So I wanted to go out on my own terms.
I want to see your last match.
Yeah, it was great. I was really proud of it. It was in New York.
And you won.
I lost. Yeah.
You lost.
You got to go out on your back.
Got to go out on your back.
Just like the Killer's Game.
Yeah, so whoever's going to be there,
Did you know you were going to lose?
I did, yeah, I knew, yeah.
Is
It
that
was
how
the
it
way I
works?
wanted to go out. This is like a dream for me. This is why it's so perfect. It's such a romantic way. And wrestlers don't get to choose the way they go out.
Yeah.
I did. I went out on my own terms, the way I wanted, with the guy I wanted to go out with.
Yeah.
And I will never tarnish that. It's not that I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I miss the crowd. I miss the energy of the crowd. I dream about walking out and hearing my entrance music. But I know if I do that, I will just tarnish my storybook ending, and I'm just not willing to do it.
Have you been really close to going back or being very tempted?
Ooh, good question.
It's it's always temptation because I miss it, and every time I hear my music, I want that feeling again. It's like a drug. It's And
I want to know what your music is.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, it's good.
It's great. And nothing. It just fires
I don't know
me
much
up.
about wrestling, and I'm realizing this now.
And
but-
he does this thing during his entrance where he has like a machine gun.
Really?
It's pure adrenaline. Like I will never get that anywhere else.
It's the same for me, like what I get to explore as a dancer in front of 80,000 people in a stadium or even in an arena. But it stays with you, that feeling, and then I think it's like you're chasing the dragon. I don't think you can ever get it from anything else.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it stays with you in a beautiful way. I mean, I cherish those moments.
That's the thing. I don't. But that's the thing is I just have to come to terms that my time has passed.
Are you still going into the Hall of Fame?
Eventually, I will. I want to, and there was a good opportunity for me to go in a couple of years ago, and I agreed to do it. Hunter asked me to do it, and I said, yeah, of course. And but it was here in L.A., and I thought it was perfect. It was storybook because I won my first title here in L.A. Yeah. And we couldn't figure it out because I was working on a film. I was in South Africa. So logistically, we just couldn't make it happen. But yeah, I'm still open to it, and one day I would like to.
How long after that last game did you tell people that it was your last? Like right away,
I
or like
announced
did
it.
you?
I announced it that night on my Instagram.
How long ago was it?
2019.
Did I ask all the questions?
This was amazing. We should have switched roles here. We're
I
getting
love that
back
she's
to-
so curious.
This is so good. Thank you
Never
guys
asked
so
him
much.
these questions. Like, what else were we talking about on
Thanks, man.
set
It's good to
then?
see